Hi everyone, I'm Vicki, also known as Cruiserella, and today I have a video about what I packed versus what I wore in my Bermuda cruise. Now, there's not a better time to film this than right now because we just got home. Time is it 2:20? We got home an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half at the most. Just went to putting out bird feeders, watering plants, that sort of thing. And I have all my clothes behind me, so I have a real good recollection of what I wore, or what I liked or didn't like, or what I didn't wear, you know, that sort of thing. So if you like this type of video, stick around. We'll get started right now. Okay, first up, formal wear. Yes, I brought two pieces of formal wear. This is a long dress that I think I got, I don't remember, it was in a box. It might have been Amazon Prime. Anyway, it's very, very comfortable, except for you have to wear a strapless bra, and those aren't always comfortable. But yeah, I liked it. And I wore it. I wore it on our first formal night. The second formal night, I wore this. And this was, I believe, out of the very last Trunk Club. It's got a lacy sleeve, and it's sequins. Now, in the photos that we took on board, you can't tell that it's sequenced, but I got a lot of compliments on this from other passengers. And it's not a long dress. You know, it's a T-length, I think is what it's called. And yeah, so it was comfy, except the sleeves, you know. Anytime there's lace, although it's not super itchy lace, but it wasn't as comfortable as, say, this one. So these are the two I took for formal night, and I wore both of them. Okay, next category is casual dresses. These are the ones that I wear. Sometimes I wear them in port. Sometimes I'll wear them around the ship. And, but I definitely wear them to dinner at night when it's not a dressy night. So this is a dress I got, I don't know, out of a box, pretty much all of them. It will not stay on this hanger. And it's got a cute little tie detail here. It's not really a cold shoulder, even though it has an opening on the sleeve. But I wore this to get on the ship, and it was very comfy for that. And then I think I wore it one more night. I also wore this as pajamas for one or two nights. And I did try to wear it as a dress, but it turns out that it kind of has stretched out, and so stretched long. So you can kind of see your bra, but I did have a pink one that was similar in color that I could wear with it, but it just doesn't look like a dress. It looks kind of like a beach cover. So I think it's kind of an expensive beach cover in the end. All right, so next is this one that I got from my Amazon secret, what do they call it? Like their secret clearance store, overstock store, and it is a long dress. And so I felt that this was appropriate to wear our first night on the ship. We went to one of the specialty restaurants, the steakhouse. So I wore this. This is pretty comfortable. And then I wore it again. So I wore it twice. So yeah, it was good. It's a lightweight, but it's long and covers your legs, which helps with the air conditioning on the ships. Then I got this one out of the most recent Stitch Fix box. I was not sure whether I was going to keep it or not because it was a $99 dress, and I wasn't sure. But I ended up having a $25 credit, so thank you to whoever created that credit. But anyway, this one's all smocked up here, and then it's, you know, pretty full skirt, and it has pockets, and I found this very comfortable. I wore this the night we went to the other specialty restaurant. We went to specialty restaurants twice, and it was Azumi, which is, there's the sushi side of it, and then there is the hibachi or teppanyaki side, and I wore this there. And then one night at just the main dining room, I wore this one. This was sort of an old standby. It's a, what do you call that? Eyelet, yeah. So anyway, I wore this. I often wear this on a cruise because it's just comfy, and it does have a little bit, not a lot of coverage on the sleeve, but a little bit, and a neck. Okay, it's not really a category on its own because I only have one, but I did bring this sweater, and I am very glad I did. I used it a lot. Even though it's, you know, really lightweight sheer, it is long sleeve. It does cover you if air is blowing on you. That's nice. And then like in the theater and stuff, sometimes especially if I have on shorts or a dress, sometimes my legs get cold. I don't like having my knees cold. That's just a thing. And so I'll just use it like, I use this like a blanket. Anyway, it doesn't offer a lot of warmth, but what it does is it buffers the air conditioning. And it's nice because half the time, like when we go in port, I might sometimes take it. Depends on the weather, you know. And this one, yes, because the Bermuda weather wasn't great the whole time, or neither was the Bahamas. And so you can just wad this up and put it in a bag, like a beach bag or something, and then it doesn't really wrinkle. Next category is casual tops, and we'll start with the one I'm wearing because this is what I wore off the ship today. And I did put it on the ship one morning just to go to breakfast, but then I was going to wear something else that day. I don't remember the situation. So I just needed something for breakfast, and I did wear this that day. But then I wore it again today to get off the ship for the last day. All right, so I wore this one day in Bermuda. And this is something I got from Dia & Co. a zillion years ago, and I really like it. And yeah, I wore it on a boat trip because I had the perfect shoes to wear on a little boat. And they are blue and white, so perfect. And I wore this, took it and wore it, cotton on the front, t-shirty material on the back. And I've always thought this was comfortable. It has a little bit of a cap sleeve to just keep that air conditioning off your shoulders. Love it, wore it. I wore this one day. It's the one with the little tie sleeves. Again, from a box. I think all my clothes are from boxes these days. And then this newer cotton blouse. I did wear this. This is a nice, it's not a t-shirt cotton. It is like a shirting material. So it's a little step up in fabric, I think. But yes, I did wear this. And I wore this with some cute, because it's got pink in it. And I wore it with my pink shorts, which you'll see shortly. And then the last item I packed was this big white polo shirt, which I think came in an Amazon Prime when I was doing Prime wardrobe. Yeah, I think it came in that, but I didn't wear it. All right, so on to the next category. Okay, for shorts. Well, I wore these off the ship today. These are just, ones with more distressing. They're not as, they're way more casual than, the darker blues that don't have any distressing and stuff. So next were these white shorts. These are NYDJ, and these are a little longer. These are Bermuda white short, and they were super comfortable. Really liked them. Wore them. Liked them. All right, next is another pair of whites, but these are white cargo, and these are Style & Co., Macy's. I've had these a long time. They're the cargo type, and they're nice for like putting stuff in them, your ship card or whatever, in all these pockets. They do stretch way out when I wear them. By the end of the day, I can pull these off without unzipping them, but I wore these with that white top with the blue embroidery. Here's the pink shorts I was talking about. And these are cut from the cloth, and they're really cute together. I like them. They that top dresses up the fact that these are kind of fringed at the bottom. But what I did notice is that these stretch out a lot too. All right, and then the last pair here, other than the ones I'm wearing, are these Rowan darker shorts and longer shorts, which I thought would be the ones I wore the most or first, because they just you can make them look a little nicer than, say, the ones I'm wearing now. But you know what? I never wore these. All right, so next category is swim and cover-ups. So the first swimsuit I took is this one that I got on clearance at Walmart. I did a Walmart try-on video if you want to see that. And it just has a little flutter. And this swimsuit was marked down at Walmart. I forgot it was marked down to like 15, and then I think it rang up as 12 or 13. I can't remember the numbers. It's been a bit. But the cover-up I wear is this one. And I got lots of compliments on this cover-up from people, and always have. I think it's beautiful. This was from Nordstrom. This was too expensive for a cover-up, but I did have, maybe I had Nordy notes, but whatever. So I bought it anyway. It made it more affordable. Because I forget how much it was, like maybe $69 or something, which seems like a lot for a cover-up, but I think I ended up paying like in the 30s for it. All right, so my second swimsuit I bought, this is from Costco. And I don't remember how much this was, but it was very affordable. I bought two. So this is the one I wore all day one time because I ended up not going out in the hot tub, trying to, but I'm not going to get in a hot tub that isn't covered, or even one that's covered if there's lightning outside. Other people did, but I said no. And then one part of it was when it wasn't like that, it was super busy. So I said, well, I'll go see that movie and then I'll come back. Well, it was a good movie, by the way. It's called Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Much better movie than I thought it was going to be. But I'm going to talk about that because I'll do a movie review. But anyway, so then the hot tubs were too full. So I went and saw the movie, came back out, the hot tubs weren't that full. And so I was finally able to, thinking I was going to get in one, and I was in there for 5 minutes, and that's when hubby says, oh, I just saw lightning, so we got out. Anyway, this is the cover that I wore with it. I bought this in Cozumel. We went to one of those day pass beach club things in Cozumel, which, by the way, after going to the Coco Cay one, which was very nice, by the way, but the one in Cozumel, such a bargain. There was a little store in the front, but this was right on the beach. In fact, I don't even know if it was part of that or if it's just kind of butted up to it. But they had these, and they had them. They're really a little nicer quality than what you normally find. You can't tell this by looking at it, but it's a little bit nicer quality than what I often find in tourist shops with, that sell t-shirts and stuff. Yeah, this one will last, except for these things here might not last, the fringies. But anyway, really liked it. The brand is called Bali Style, and it's a nicer cotton. It's a thicker weave cotton, I think. So, all right, so that's the swim. So what category is next? So I'm going to go with accessories next. First is this bag, which I take as my carry-on bag. And then it becomes a carry-off bag because, you have to give up your luggage the night before, so you have to have something to take off your jammies and your toiletries and medications, whatever, to walk off the ship. And anyway, so it has an open pocket here, like for easy access, and then a zipper pocket here, more for security. This is a Vera Bradley. I got this at a consignment shop for a really good price. I did a video on it. It's called Clothes Mentor. And then inside, it's loaded with pockets. There's 3 on each side. The center pockets are about as wide as this zipper. And then there's 2 skinnier pockets on either side, front and back. And then a real hard bottom, so it's nice. It'll stand up, stay up. And then it has a button here. And so this turned out to be, I've been using this for a while now. Very useful. I use it as carry-on, carry-off I mentioned, but I also use it as a beach bag, or if we go to town when we're on an excursion, and especially if we're going to go shopping, I carry it, use it as my shopping bag. So I get a lot of use out of it. All right, so next is this little bag. Isn't it pretty? It's got beadwork. It's the iris windows. Again, I have a video of going to the Museum of the American Arts and Crafts Movement in St. Petersburg, Florida, not Russia. And I bought this there in their gift shop, in the museum store, I should say. I used to be a manager of a museum store, so my heart kind of goes that way toward museum stores. But when I saw how cleverly this was made, and in my mind I've been thinking, oh, I know I can make this even better, make another version that's a little different. But it's perfect for my cell phone. The size of it slides in here, and then also, because you wouldn't want to put credit cards or anything in there, or your CPass card or money, because it could fall out. It has a zipper pouch, and it's an invisible zipper, so it's not even that noticeable, and really well done. And it has a little handle. You can just do it as a wristlet, or on the ship, you feel safe. I just carry it like this. But it also, that snaps, or you can leave it on if you want, and you can push it down inside, and it has something to make it a crossbody. It's just a really clever little design. It's such a clever little bag. And I used it on every cruise that I've had since I purchased it. And because of the beadwork on a dressy night, it actually looks okay. All right, so next are hats. I brought 2 baseball caps. I really only wore this one. I didn't wear this one out of port. This color is just so bright. I didn't really have anything that kind of went well. This one's so neutral. It just kind of goes with everything. This is my Illusion Museum cap. That's where I used to work when I said I ran a museum store. And this is my National Society, NSDOA, National Society Descendants of American Farmers. It's a lineage group of people who descend from farmers. If you're interested, they have a Facebook page. Go take a look at it. A lot of Americans descend from farmers. So anyway, I like to take 2 baseball caps in case one flies off when you're on a boat or something, you lose it. All right, so the next one I took was this. It did not look like this when I left. The brim was like this. Nope, not like that. It was like more like that, maybe. But when I smash it in the suitcase, now it's one of these, which is probably useful too. This is a Liz Claiborne hat. Tend to not like these kind of hats as much. I like baseball hats. They're just cooler. But this one's not too bad. It's got a loose weave more in the top, so you don't trap that hot air on your head. And then I didn't pack this one, but I'm going to include it because I wore it. But I bought it in Bermuda, and I did wear it because I just wanted a little bit of brim, and I was wearing a baseball cap and I wanted a little bit of brim, so I bought it because I'd left this one on the ship, and I just wanted a Bermuda thing. So I like the color. I thought it went well with a couple things I had. So those are the accessories that I bought, and I used them all actually. All right, so next is a little easier to get into, and that is the pajamas. So I took these little, I like packing these better than real slippers. These are these little sock things with the sticky on the back, and they are very well lined with like a Sherpa knockoff or whatever. I got them at Aldi, and they come in a 2-pack. The other ones look like bees. Yeah, nice, lightweight. Yeah, I really like them. Yeah, nice, lightweight for packing. All right, so I took my robe that I got from, I want to say Trunk Club. I don't know. It was, I love this robe, nice and soft, and it is a shorter length robe. Even if I wanted a longer robe, like for Alaska or something, I probably would take this one. I think I did take it to Alaska, just because it's like a t-shirt material, and being shorter, it doesn't take a lot of room in your suitcase. And then I have pajamas. Now these are long sleeve, and I was afraid I was going to be hot in them. They're kind of the same design, only these actually are navy, and these are from the Amazon Prime wardrobe when I did that. I don't think they do that anymore. They have something else they call Give It a Try or something. And then the bottoms. The bottoms, though, they just stretch out so much. Oh, these are inside out. That's what's wrong. But anyway, they look the same, except these are navy and this is black. But okay, last category is shoes. All right, I have a box of shoes here. I brought way too many. Okay, so I wore these the first day on boarding day. These are my yellow box. Yeah, they're comfortable to wear for a while, but we had to stand in line for like an hour. It took a while to board that ship. Go through that process and then get on the ship and all the walking around, figuring stuff out. Anyway, I have plantar fasciitis, although it was kind of under control, except when I stand a long time on like cement, and they got to me. And then these are what I call my dressy flip-flops, just because they're higher, and I tend to wear them with any black dress. I ended up wearing these with the sequins dress because my heel was really hurting that day. And yeah, I did bring a pair of dress shoes, but I just said, no, I can't do it. Yeah, I didn't, and especially since we end up sometimes having to take stairs and when the elevators are crowded, so I wore those. They actually don't look that bad, but I know sometimes people wear really nice shoes and nylons. I'm not doing that. I'm not wearing no nylons. But then I have these. I almost hate to show these because these kind of get dirty. I have 2 pairs of these, and the bottoms of these in this light color just get really dirty. But they have, they're just Vionics, and they're a blue, light blue and dark blue like plaid, and I did wear those. And then okay, here's the dress shoes. I packed all my shoes in these bags, and that's how you can tell I did not wear this pair because they're still in the bag. Then I have these Clarks that are very comfortable and cushy. And these are the ones I thought would be good for the boat. They have good traction. Yeah, so I wore these on the boat that day when we took an excursion. And then I wore these the most. These are just my Vionic. Yeah. See, these have something that you can wash better than those blue ones that I showed you and the cork ones. They just don't really wash as well. And then I have these, which aren't that pretty, although they were, you know, spendy. But see the cushion in there? I don't know if you can see all that cushiony in there. They're starting to get dark too because they're old. But yeah, and they're a little bit, with the flowers, maybe a little dressy. I wore these with the long dress. I'm not crazy for these shoes, but they fit a purpose when you're wearing a long dress. All right, the only other pair I have are the ones I'm wearing. Hold on. Again, the bottoms look a little worn. I swear I washed my feet. It's just what happens. These are slide on and slide off. I like the design. It's kind of southwestern cute. These are Taos. If it's like Mexico, it's like Tajos. But yeah, these are another good one for my particular feet issues of having a sore heel sometimes. So that is everything. I wish I had packed some leggings and maybe at least one long shirt, long sleeve, longer, you know, to wear with leggings for warmth. Maybe 2 shirts and 1 pair of leggings would have been good. Because yeah, I did get cold a few times, and it would have been nice, like, you know, after dinner, if we're going to do something later, to change into something a little bit warmer. But I think I said that in a lot of cruises, and I just never seem to do it. But I'm going to do it next time. So, again, thanks for watching. I hope you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not. If you are, thank you very much. Bye-bye.